Good evening to everyone. Directly I am going to the topic because the lack of time. The topic of presentation is how the poultry waste that is generated in the chicken shop and other meat shops can be converted into the useful product or value added product which can be used in the poultry industry or in any other animal feed industries. The three main waste that are generated in the poultry shops are heads and legs, intestine and feathers, and also sometimes the blood. These waste can be collected from the poultry shops and can be processed in a rendering process and can be used as a meal for the poultry industry as well as for the animal feed industry. First, we signed an MOU with the BBMP in the 2020 for about 10 years to collect all the waste that is generated in the BBMP limits. We came to know that about 7,000 chicken shops are existing in the Bengaluru, which is spread around 8 zones. Bengaluru is divided into 8 zones. In all the 8 zones, 7,000 chicken shops are distributed all over it. For us, for our company, about 2,300 shops, approximately 3 zones are allotted for our company to collect the waste and process it and in a scientific manner. So, the 3 zones are Batranpura zone or in the Elanka zone, Dasarali zone and East zone. In Batranpura zone, there are about 400 chicken shops, and in Dasarali zone, there are about 380 shops, and in East zone, that is the biggest zone, which is having 1,600 chicken shops. And totally approximately 2,400 shops, we have to collect the waste from there and we have to process it through the rendering process, which is located about 25 kilometers from the Batranpura zone. After signing an agreement with the BBMP, that is with the Chief Commissioner, we started to collect the data from the BBMP. So, how much waste is generated in each zone which is allotted to us. We came to know that in each zone about 20 tons per day of this chicken waste is generated, and in Elanka zone it is 6.6 ton and in Dasarali zone it is 3.8 tons. The blue bar indicates that is in the regular days, whereas in the Sundays and as well as in the holidays or during the festival season, the waste get doubled. It is approximately 60 tons. In the regular days it is 30 tons, whereas in the holidays and the Sundays it is 60 tons. As soon as we signed an agreement, we started to educate the vendors, the chicken stall owners, to collect the waste and segregate it. So, they started to segregate the waste segregate the feathers and other offals into a separate bin. This is how we are collecting the waste in a blue drums, in barrel. So, we are not collecting the waste and we are not transporting the waste still in cold containers. We are transporting in a vans which is having the payload capacity of 1 to 2 tons. The process which we are the poultry waste which we are going to convert it into meal is called as the rendering process, and the machines used for this is rendering machines. I can explain you this for an hour, but due to the limited time I will tell shortly. This the raw materials will be after receiving the raw materials, we screen it for the plastics as well as the metals, and then it is conveyed through the conveyor to the super cooker. The super cooker, the temperature will reach about 130 to 140 degrees Celsius for about 4 hours. After that, the primary product obtained is as powder form, which is rich in protein as well as fat. So, that if the protein percentage of the primary product decides the market value of your product. So, if it is having 45% or between 45 to 50% protein, your market value will go up, and if it is crossing 60% protein, the market cost will be about more than 45 rupees per kg. So, if it is protein percentage in the meal, it is between 45 to 50, then your market value about 30 rupees per kg, which is I am getting. So, this is the process. And if you want, the primary product obtained in the powder form can be again defatted, and it can be protein percentage can be improved up to 60%. If my product which I am getting now, if it is screw pressed and defatted, then the protein percentage will go up to 60%. And the oil which is fat oil obtained can also be used as a byproduct in the glycerin industries and for in producing the biodiesel. This is the plant which is having a 10-ton capacity. This is the local machines which were employed. This is the outer this thing to control the waddle, the scrubber and cooling tower. This is the inauguration of the plant by the Joint Commissioner Sarfraz Khan. So initially we thought of we are getting from all the 3 zones we are getting about 60 tons, 40 to 60 tons per day, but we are now processing only 10 tons per day. We have the BVMP also promised that to provide 2 acres land, so where in which the better quality, better technology machines has to be installed, so that the better output can we get. This is the output we are getting in the powder form, and in the conical flask it is the fat oil. As I said previously, the protein percentage decides the market value of your product. If it is having more than 60% protein, you will get about 45 to 50 rupees per kg. But if you are getting protein percentage between 45 to 50 rupees, you will get about 30 rupees. So we are selling it for the 30 rupees per kg, and for every 10 ton processing of the waste, you will get 40% output. So that if we are processing 10 tons, daily I am going to get about 4 ton output product. This is the sample analysis. Every time we send the for the lab analysis of this proximate analysis, and we get and we sell. For every week we are going to sell the product. This is the storage. We are packing it in 50 kg bags and we are selling it to the 2 companies. One is in K&D company and one is Fillet Marketing, Andhra Pradesh. In Fillet Marketing, they are going to use it as a fish feed, but in K&D company in Chennai, they are using it as a 1% inclusion in the poultry industry. And future aspects is second phase, we are planning to expand our plant up to 60 ton per day with better technology machines like Senister, Harsh-Lave, Mavitech. There are better quality machines, but the budget is very high. So we started off initially starting with the 10 tons, later on expanding to the 60 tons. So every time after collecting the waste, every hour it decides your protein percentage of the output. So every hour the protein percentage get degraded. So in order to avoid that, we are planning to collect from next year in a cold container vans from across all the chicken shops. And also BVMP is paying about 1000 rupees per chicken shop for us. Now currently we have been paid from the BVMP 1000 rupees per chicken shop. So for the labor cost and the transportation cost will be minused in that. That's all. Thank you.